Oh, okay. Well, that's a rough start. So hi. These are my 9 uh line marks. Marks. Um, for these, I just used what I had on me, which is a King Sharpie, a .7 Uniball pen, my Tombow um what is it? Brush pen, and then my very much dying micron pens. So I'm not good at this, so I'm just gonna go through these one at a time. You'll have a better photo of this posted above my video. So number one is, if this will focus it, there we go. Number one, this is my brush stippling. Essentially, I just took my big Sharpie and I took a razor to the tip of the pen to kind of mess it up on purpose to get this texture here. So far, this is kind of my favorite. This is created with my Tombow pen. I call it water or directional lines water because essentially what I did is I just made directional hatching marks, and then at the bottom I just colored these ends consecutively so it looks like connected here, and with that it kind of has the illusion of falling into one direction but heavier on the bottom. It made me think of like a brook or like a waterfall. That's why I called it water. This one, I forgot to list another material, but this one I used my Sharpie and then a white gel pen. But the reason why it looks like this is because before I layered on the Sharpie and the gel pen, I took a razor to my paper to add kind of this texture. I don't know if you can see it, but because of that, when I put the white gel over my Sharpie here, it kind of has these small little divots from that razor. This one is kind of similar to number 3, same process, except this time the difference was that I kind of killed my Sharpie for this. I took whatever ink was left into it, mixed it with water, and then put it onto here. And then while it was still wet but not completely wet or completely dry, I tore some of the stuff off so that again when I make these hatching marks, there's some texture on it. So it kind of has this interesting torn paper feel or just wet paper feel with my weave hatching. So it makes this nice texture. This one is probably my most common go-to in my regular artwork, which is with my Uniball pen. It's just different scribbles with value ranges here, so it goes from dark to light. This one was made with my micron pens. It's just the same directional hatching, so if you look closely, it has this crisscross effect, but the rectangles themselves all follow the same directional line. I'm not the biggest fan. I feel like I could have cleaned this up, but essentially I just took my Sharpie and I made these wavy lines, and then with my thinner Tombow pen, I followed the direction and then filled in spaces to add this unique look to it. With this, these were made with my micron. I took a 0.8 micron and then I just made tiny little dots, and with my 0.1 micron, I scribbled around it. And if you look closely to add more of a 3D effect, I took the same 0.1 micron and I added like these 3D directional lines to kind of give an idea of where these spheres are pointing to. And to make them pop out even more, I just filled in some blank spaces between these. And then for my last one, number 9, this one is Soundwave 4 directional, because what I did was I made these rings or circular lines, or I guess round lines, coming from all 4 directions, starting from small to big. And then I basically retraced those lines with my Tombow pen, but added like more like jagged, rigid tracing so that it could look like this. I was kind of inspired by the brushing the ink and brush tutorial, but because I don't have ink, this was the best that I could do. So what I plan to do is to probably buy my own ink and experiment with my brush, because I just watching that video was just really interesting. But overall, I had a lot of fun doing this. It was kind of challenging, and I'm not the most proud of it, but I'm also glad that I have some of this creativity to create my own lines.